Hi, my name's Adam. I'm here with my friend Curtis, and we're at the Colloquium on Violence and Religion 2010 at Notre Dame. And Curtis is a participant at the conference, and I thought I'd ask him a few questions. Curtis, you've been coming to the Colloquium for a couple of years now, and I was wondering, what keeps you coming back?
One of the things I like about it is what a broad community it is of academics and non-academics, academics from many different disciplines. I love the interdisciplinarity of it, and I love the fact that the breadth includes people working on the kind of somewhat obscure things that I tend to work on as a student of medieval literature, and people working to apply mimetic theory to very contemporary, up-to-the-minute situations, and that helps me make that bridge in what I do and not be stuck in the Middle Ages all the time.
How does mimetic theory help you interpret medieval literature?
One of the poems I work on a lot is a 14th century text called Piers Plowman by a sort of elder contemporary of Chaucer, and I think it's a really rich text for this kind of thing, particularly in that time, understanding, trying to articulate a broader vision of the mercy of God, of divine forgiveness, of how people participate in that, than the one that the church was in control of, trying to be in control of at the time. And there's, I think, I'm finding my way to a sort of mimetic theory analysis of that. One of the things I love too, and one of the other ideas I've been thinking about a lot at this conference, is how the study of literature and just communities of interpretation can be an alternative kind of community to to conflictual communities, violent communities, communities characterized by violence. If mimetic theory shows us how imitative desire that's acquisitive leads people into conflict, then one of the questions that we're wrestling with and cover is what are the alternatives? What are the kinds of desire are there that are still imitative but maybe pacific, not conflictual? And I think the desire to understand and the desire to understand a rich text can be one of those. So one of the things we're doing here is joining in that work of interpretation. I think that happens in literature too, and that someone like Langland, the author of Piers Plowman, was interested in writing a difficult, mysterious, puzzling, riddling text. That's my word for it. It's enigmatic, as a way of pulling people into that work of shared interpretation, where people see things differently but not exclusively. The different interpretations can be seen to be in harmony.
I love that, because so often we get in something like a mimetic rivalry for the truth.
Yeah.
This is the truth, and I hold it, and since I hold it, the more I hold on to it, the more you want to hold on to what you think is the truth. And so we escalate to this extreme of, no, I hold on to the truth. But these enigmatic stories, these enigmatic texts, are a way of maybe telling us that you don't hold on to the truth.
Right.
If anything, maybe the truth holds on to us and can guide us into some kind of community that's based on understanding, as you say. Yeah. Canterbury Tales is another one that works like that, I think.
Yeah.
Where Chaucer brings together these very different people on the road to Canterbury, in conflict sometimes, but telling stories and forming a community through the telling of stories, and for us, the interpretation of these stories. And somehow seeing how there are many ways to the celestial Jerusalem, which is sort of where the pilgrimage, is headed at the end, though they don't get to Canterbury. But and you see it at cover conferences too, in the sense that I think people are consciously trying to resist doing what you were saying. We all have that habit, and I think telling it doesn't happen here, but I think there's a very conscious awareness of trying not to do that. Yeah, it's the intentional community that you were talking about, of helping each other and holding one another accountable, and
that's also one of the things that I love about Cover and the community here too. So,
Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, Curtis, thank you so much for being here,
Yeah,
and
my pleasure.
for your work with mimetic theory. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you.